How's it going, everybody? There we go. I'm always trying to figure out how to do that because I'm uh, not able at this point to be able to pay for StreamYard to make sure we can get rid of that little logo up there in this corner. Boop, right there. Get rid of that little logo, and then we can put the intro video in there so it's incorporated. So I don't have to keep trying to fiddle around with buttons and figure out how the hell I get myself off the screen and get the intro video off the screen, all of that lovely stuff. However, by the end of this week, I will be able to apply uh, for monetization. So we are getting to a place where we're real close. I think we're like 52 watch hours away from being fully, well, not fully, but starting monetization. We've got over 2,000 followers, subscribers, and everything, which is great. That happened in the last couple weeks, and it was actually the episode on JonBenet Ramsey that really got all the looks. For whatever reason, that seemed to blow up, and so a lot of people got on here, checked us out, and have been staying along for the ride. So I'll be really excited when I can press that button and let YouTube know that they can give us the go-ahead to start monetizing. So we're technically 1,052 watch hours away from being fully monetized, right? Because to do that, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within a year. Currently, we're at 2,948 to be exact. So we're there, getting real close. But to start out with monetization, you can have 1,000 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours, and we are real close to 3,000. So everybody get on there today. Make sure you go on there, subscribe, keep subscribing because we need to grow. And make sure that you set it and you watch for an hour at least. I mean, Christ, my episodes are at least an hour long. Some of them are almost 3 hours long. And we've got some really good content that's coming up. We have a upcoming, and I haven't really mentioned this on here yet, but months and months and months ago, I signed up for a thing called Podcast-thon. And Podcast-thon is a international gathering of podcasts, 1,600 plus to be exact. And they all get together, and 1 week of the year, they do it all for charity. And they're supposed to do an episode, and that episode is we highlight a charity that we're working with and really put out that charity and all the stuff about that. And I chose the Cold Case Foundation that was started by John Douglas and is something that has always been kind of near and dear to my heart. And so I wanted to support them with the Podcast-thon episode. And so that episode will be airing on the 18th. So it is our very next episode that's coming out. It'll drop on 3/18 at 3 p.m. And it'll have all the links and everything. And we talk about a bunch of things in there. I released who that episode is going to be with. And I've already done the episode. I did it this last Saturday, and it was incredible. I had an awesome talk with Peter Vronsky, who is, in my eyes, one of the top 3 true crime authors of all time. Like, incredible. Mary is like pointing at me or doing something, saying that I don't know. She disagrees. I think. I don't know. She's shaking her head. She could say what she. Right now, I get to talk, Mary. And right now, this is why I don't bring you guys on before I do the intro, because I might actually get a word in, right? I can say what I need to say, even with them glaring at me from backstage. This is how it is every week, guys. I'm just telling you. No, I love them to death. It's hilarious. I mess with them when they can't mess with me back. It's good. But yeah, Vronsky will be on with me. Really, really great episode. So it's like one of my top 3 that I wanted to get on and interview. And so, really, to me, you have Catherine Ramsland, Harold Schechter, and Peter Vronsky are just incredible when it comes to true crime authors. And Peter came on, and we had a great conversation. I already have our episode done for April 1st. So, for those of you that want to know what's coming up next month, April 1st, April Fool's Day, it's not a joke. I have Troy Taylor, who is another prolific author in the true crime, paranormal, and sideshow space. And Troy Taylor has written 153 books. The guy is a machine and is just an incredible wealth of knowledge. Really great guy. We had a great conversation. I actually just did that episode yesterday. So, and then by the end of the month, I've already got it slated. My buddy Andrew Dodge, who has Unforbidden Truth. I've been on his podcast a number of times, and he is going to come on our podcast here. So Andrew will be on here by the end of the month. That'll be the second episode in April. And so, yeah, we've got lots of stuff planned. I just realized too, and this is, I'll tell you guys this 14 times between now and then. And Mary and Sherry, just for you guys to know, April 22nd, I literally, right as I got on here, had to schedule a consult for my oral surgeon. So I will not be available the 22nd on that Tuesday. We'll have to move the live episode to a different day, and we'll do it then. No big deal. But yeah, that'll be one day that we can't do it on Tuesday because I got to go and figure out what I need to do with the stupid tooth. So there you go. That's what happens. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. So we've got Crazy Train Radio is on here with us, and another one of my friends and fantastic podcaster. Been doing it a lot longer than I have been, and we've kind of worked with some different people to get guests onto this show, and he has been doing it for quite some time and does a lot of interviews with a lot of cool people. So if you haven't had a chance, make sure you check out Crazy Train Radio. He is always doing some cool stuff over there. And yeah, I'm excited to do the charity show next Tuesday. It'll be good. All right. Without further ado, and since it's been 10 minutes almost of me talking about nothing, no, never that. We're going to bring on Sherry and Mary, or Mary and Sherry, whichever one you want to go with. There we go. There's Mary in the dark.
Hey, Mary, put some light on.
Yeah. My light is on because I had minor surgery. This is why I've got the last week.
What happened?
I got a growth removed from my face, and now it's infected.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I've got to wear this plaster, change it every 2 days, cleanse it with alcohol wipes. So yeah. Nothing major.
Did you hear what he said about us? He can't get a
Oh
word
yeah.
in edgewise?
All
right.
I couldn't what?
Get a word in edgewise.
We heard that. He likes to play his mini violins, you know, Jeff. Come on. Oh.
I mean, I got to do something, right? Mary, I just got to let you know that without the light on, that like the white plaster is like a shining beacon in the dark.
Yeah. My light is on. My light is on. My light is on.
Your light
my light is on. My light is on.
Let me show you what I have.
Oh, posh.
So I got one of those like right off camera, and I shine it behind myself, so I look like I get the beauty filter on all the time.
All right. Okay.
And I can change. The color. Look at that.
Let us see.
That's like daylight, right? And
yeah.
you can get soft or warm.
Yeah,
And then
I
you
hate.
can get crazy, right? You can do
Uh,
like
Ooh.
crazy lighting, like there's the red and the
yeah,
green.
and there's
Ooh.
a blue one as well because I've got the same blinking light. It's a makeup light.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, you
This
know how
one
Jeff.
is specifically for podcasting.
You know Jeff likes to highlight
He's
himself. You know.
fancy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
He
I try to
deserves.
I try to be fancy. All
Yeah,
right,
He's
he's a
too
so
fancy
posh
guy.
now. He's too posh
so
now.
so
He
Sherry,
is. Yeah,
we didn't have you the last show. We
I
missed
know.
you.
I had to work. I know.
Yeah, well, I
Did you
had to
miss
have it
me?
on. We did.
Yeah.
I had to have it on Sunday because I was at
Oh, that's
and
right.
I want to say like Mary and Cindy who came on. Like I really thank those guys because I literally gave them like 35 minutes notice. I was like, hey, I have time right now if we can get this done because I
Mhm.
forgot that I was going to be at a show all week long and I had meetings
That's
from like 9 a.m. until like 4 p.m. I was like, there's no
wow.
way I'm going to be able to get on. So it was, and after that, it was like all after parties. And so,
Oh,
like, I had no voice at all last week.
Can you imagine
that
Jeff
must
without
have
a
been
voice?
fun though.
Never. Never.
Oh my God, it was rough.
That man will never be without a voice.
Oh man. So, did you guys get a chance to watch the last episode with Jordan?
Yeah, I loved
No,
it.
I,
You did, Sherry. Because you said
I.
congratulations on his baby.
Oh, him. Yes, I did. Okay,
Yes.
what? Okay, hold on. What is the one with the older man that I had on my liked list that I needed to watch? It was only 55 seconds. I thought that was the one you wanted us to watch, and I could
No,
No,
not find it.
no,
That's because,
Sherry.
oh my God.
that's the
Sherry,
upcoming episode.
Okay, great.
listen, you know how this works. The previous week we watched that one, then the next game week we talk about it.
I know.
It's a
Yeah.
simple formula.
Yes, he had a baby. That you
Yeah.
didn't see a picture of the baby though, right?
No,
No, no.
no. But I thought he was an interesting guy, Jeff.
He
Good
was.
So
guess.
I got a question for you, Mary. Before we go on,
Mhm.
not to just derail this more. Are you drinking a
Mhm.
beer?
No, that's a latte, Jeff.
Ah,
Okay, yeah, okay. All I saw was foam, and I was like,
No,
"Is she drinking a beer right now?"
no, I
I
don't
mean,
drink beer. No,
I don't like
no.
beer either, but a latte is fantastic.
The pronounced correction is latte macchiato.
did you
Ooh,
make
that's
that?
nice.
Yeah, I've
Did you
got a
make it?
machine.
Oh
Ooh,
wow.
that's
And
nice.
Talk
I,
about
I love
fancy.
I love my pods, Sherry. I can't drink normal coffee anymore. Since I got
Oh my
this,
God.
oh no,
Oh
That
my
looks
goodness.
good.
So in all seriousness, I have at least 9 different ways to make coffee in my house right now.
You
yeah.
really?
Oh,
I'm a coffee fanatic. It's
I
ridiculous.
love my pods. Oh, the first time I tried that, I actually threw my jar of coffee in the bucket when I tasted this.
Really?
Mhm.
I,
Oh yeah.
I only like flavored coffee, so
I
I'm one of those.
just thought when I tasted this, why in the hell have I been drinking normal coffee all these years? It's
I coconut coffee. Ooh, what else?
Oh, but Sherry, you can get this in coconut as well. The pots.
Really? I couldn't make that
Yeah.
though.
They call it a flat white.
It's easy.
Is it
Yeah,
really?
flat white.
It looks
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
good.
it's nice. It's nice.
So, okay, so before we get into the episode and we talk about that, we got one other thing to talk about real quick
The podcast.
Mhm.
because I was in. No, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
I was in Kansas City, and something happened when I got to Kansas City that I said I was going to do,
Oh,
and I
you
did.
Oh, you did.
Right?
Okay.
So I was there,
There.
and when I got there, it just so happened to be when I was loading in, I was in the elevator with Jeff Berlanger,
Love that.
who is a
Oh.
friend of mine. And I told Mary that when I had a chance, she could ask Berlanger whatever question she wanted to herself. So
Yes.
we were all setting up the booths and getting ready for the show. And Jeff was right around the corner from me. So I walked over and I called Mary on the phone and I said, "Hey, guess who's here? Say hi, Mary." And
Oh, wow.
she got
I was shocked, Sherry. I was like one of the crazy fans. Oh my God, it's true. Oh.
What'd you ask him?
Just a burning question. Why is Aaron always in first? Because that has really been poor Aaron. He gets the brunt every episode. And basically, I just answered my own question.
And that's what Jeff said.
Yeah.
He was like, you already answered your own question. That's
Yeah.
why I always in.
Oh.
And then I told him that Mary was from Scotland, and then they talked a little bit about that.
Yeah, because
Oh.
I told them that they've just recently, because Ghost Adventures has been to Edinburgh Vaults, and they got a lot of cool stuff there. They've just recently opened another section of the vaults, and he said when
really?
Zach can fly, they're going to come back over.
Oh.
So I'll be like stalker material because I want to go on a lockdown with them.
That's a great
So-
idea. Will he let you?
Yeah.
Did you hear the crazy stuff that they just released this thing on TMZ yesterday? Did you see that Aaron's wife tried to have him killed?
I saw that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
see,
But why?
it's
They're
See,
not,
if
they
they
haven't said.
if they've been on lockdowns, right, and it's happened a few times where Zach and Aaron have brought something back to their own house that they shouldn't have been. And Aaron's ex-wife was deeply affected by it. Like crazy. So
Wow.
yeah, it might be something to do with that.
So I read, because I was reading it last night a little bit, and I read that on the TMZ report, they said that they had like text messages from her to whoever this inmate was down in Florida, I think, in prison down there, where she was talking to him saying, you don't think bad of me because I don't just want to divorce him and I want to get rid of him. Right. So like
Wow.
she had saved up like $11,000 to pay this person
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
to kill him.
Aaron's
Yeah.
such a nice guy, man.
Well, you know, this is the thing too, you know, and I don't know Aaron at all. I've never met Aaron. I've never had a conversation with him. I've never met Zach. Like I know Jeff, but I've never met any of them. And so, you know, it's always hard to tell. You never know. You know, TV is TV. Real life is real life. And there's also this factor, like you mentioned, Mary, that they tend to bring a lot of crazy stuff home with them. And so if that's the case, how much is that affecting their families? I know because I have had similar issues. So it's like it's not an easy thing. And you just never know like how that's going to affect you and affect the people around you and what that could do. So,
We'll put it this way, Jeff. They've done a lockdown in Aaron's dad's house. And that house was full of spirits.
Yeah.
Full.
So,
But
yeah.
the ones that really affected Dame was like Bobby Mackey's, the Washoe Club, stuff like that, that really, like, something attached themselves to them.
Yeah.
But why the hell would you want to do that? I've like went through Aaron's bio and that. The guy's never been in trouble.
Well, and so the latest report, I was just reading it before I got on here. I saw it come over on my phone, and it said that the day before she was arrested for this, he had been out in the media, like talking all kinds of good things about her.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So,
Yeah.
like,
Such
I don't
a
know
nice
if it
guy.
was,
Oh, it's so sad.
I don't know if it was a complete surprise to him that this was going on behind his back. You know, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Again, I'm not close with any of them. Like, I know a ton of other people in the paranormal community, but that is one group. They don't do the convention thing, so
No.
I've not had a chance to meet them.
The best person to ask would be Jeff.
Yeah.
Did you? I guess you could.
I could, but I have not had a chance to talk to him yet because I mean, we were at the show and this all came out as of like Monday, so I was at the show until Saturday.
That's quite a shocker.
Yeah, but I was chilling at the show, and I was talking to Greg Lawson, who is the paranormal detective, and super cool guy. We have a lot of stuff in common, and so we got into a bunch of conversations. Matter of fact, I need to shoot him a message because I want to have him on the podcast. But he also has a game that he created, and I'm going to help him figure out a way to like actually buy it for a reasonable cost because what he's paying right now is bananas. But yeah, really nice guy. We end up having a bunch of conversations. He sent a girl over and she ended up buying a copy of the game and a bunch of stuff. And of course I got to see Richard Estep. He was there, and he's always a lot of fun. And you know, Dustin was there, Dustin Perrin, and Chris Williams was there. And oh man, Sagan. What is his first name? I can't remember his first name right now. Anyway, he's been on a bunch of the shows, but he was like talking shit to me about about my shirt. He did not like my colorful serial killer shirt.
Which one were you wearing?
I was wearing the pink and orange and that one. And he
it's so
no,
cool.
he said I walked up and he was like, "Oh man, I love your shirt." And then he stopped himself and he realized he was like, and then I realized who was on it. And maybe I don't like that shirt so much. And I said, I was like, it's all good. He was like, he said, well, maybe you just shouldn't be so loud about it, Jeff. And I said, I have a true crime podcast. Like, he said, maybe you shouldn't be like so murdery about it. And I'm like, brother, I got a true crime podcast. Like, I'm constantly talking about it. So I don't know how you do that. He was like, well, just maybe don't be so loud. And I was like, brother, I'm going to be as loud as I possibly can. It's just not my personality not to do that. And
no.
he was not a fan. And it was me, him, and Chris that were talking at the time. Because she was showing me pictures of the hotel. And apparently the hotel, the floor, looks like it had blood spatter all over it. Like the way that they did it. Really strange. But she was showing me pictures because I didn't stay in the casino. I stayed I don't know, outside of the casino. I don't know. I was at like a Super 8 or something because I was not going to pay the money that they. Oh, it was expensive. But yeah, the floor was really cool. I swear, if I would have been up there, I would have taken pictures on the floor of the blood spatter. It'd have been great.
Well, pulled up some of the floor.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're gonna sell pieces of this. But yeah, okay. We have not talked about the episode at all, but last episode, episode 13, I had my buddy Jordan Cook, who owns True Crime Collective, and is the murderabilia guy, man. And when it comes, he's got a ton of murderabilia. Everything from Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses to John Wayne Gacy's paintings. What in the world is that?
You know, Sherry likes to rumble. Come on.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It was like, it sounded like a waterfall. Like, what is happening?
Sherry and her snacks.
Oh, okay. Some trail mix. I got you.
I'm
You know,
not-
they tell you when you go to the movie theater, they tell you to open that shit early, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I know. Oh, they didn't do that here.
I'm not eating.
so yeah, we had Jordan on, and he talked about kind of, you know, murderabilia as a whole, how he got into it, and like what it looks like now. And you know, we discussed like the reasons for the why it's gotten so expensive, and Gacy paintings when he was selling them were like $125, $300, and now they're, upwards of 10 grand.
Yeah.
So and it's really not the quality of the painting, right? He wasn't a great artist,
It's who it
but
is.
it's who it is. It's the association. It's the rarity of them. So, and he showed us, his walls have all
Crazy.
kinds of crazy stuff. He showed in the episode, he showed those mug shots, the original mug shots
Right.
of Gacy. He
Yeah.
just put one up on True Crime Collective today, because he told me he was
Okay.
going to start. He was going to sell one of them. He was going to put one on display, and he was going to keep one for himself. So I don't know what it is, like how much he's charging for that. I'm curious to look.
Check. Let us know.
It is $5,000.
Wow.
The original mugshot photo. And this is the one which is really cool because it is the mugshot of when he was admitted into Joliet. And he was only at Joliet for a very short period of time, like a couple of days.
I thought it was hours. He was in there.
No. Yeah, he wasn't there long at all. It may have only been hours. Yeah. But he wasn't there very long at all. But they did do a mugshot when he got there. He was basically just being transported to go to where he was going to be executed, I believe. And so it's really, really fascinating that he would have that piece, or he would end up getting that. He's also got, he's got all kinds of stuff on here. I've been wanting to get a copy of this, A Question of Doubt. That was Gacy's notes that he had while he was going through his appeals and everything. That was all the evidence that he put together. And they eventually made it into a book. But there are people that have the original ones that he put together himself. He made like 10 of them. And those go for a lot of money. So
Well, he had a big file, didn't he? He used to always carry a big file about with him.
Yep. He's got some Manson prison-owned sunglasses on there. It's crazy. He's got some really, really neat stuff. For those of you that haven't had a chance, go to truecrimecollective.com and check out all the incredible stuff he has on there.
I feel bad.
And who?
Manson. Keep going.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
no.
Who we feeling bad for?
Manson. I'm the public defender here.
So we have and go on there and check out his website, because he's got stuff for all price ranges. Like, he's got super expensive stuff that is really, really cool. And if you got the money for that, great. But he also has other things that are a more moderate price range that you can pick up if you just want like a Ramirez letter, or like even a Gacy letter. Yeah. So if that's what you're into and you've always wanted that, Jordan is an incredible resource for that. And the other thing is, Jordan's super cool. Hit him up if you're looking for something specific and he doesn't have it up on his website. Chances are he probably knows where to get it. Or he'll run across it at some point. And if he knows that you're looking for that, he'll try to work out a deal and see if he can get it for you. So if you're looking for that, check it out.
Before I forget, thank you for the call on Sunday, giving me the heads up. I can't wait for that episode.
Oh yeah, for sure. So what Mary is talking about is the Vronsky episode. And after after I did the interview with Vronsky, I called Mary because I didn't know this going into the interview. But Peter Vronsky's degree, he's a doctor, but his doctorate is in espionage. And one of the things that he extensively studied was the JFK assassination, specifically Oswald.
Not too well, though, Sherry. Not too well.
And so we talked about Oswald in the episode. We talked about what he thought. I also told him that one of my counterparts would not agree with him, and there was a lot of discussion afterwards.
Correct.
So yeah, it'll be interesting because we're going to do another episode just on Oswald and on the JFK assassination. We already started talking about that, but Vronsky is really, really a lot of fun. Okay, so Jordan, what did you guys get out of the episode?
I was just saying, he puts a lot of heart into what he does.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I get the feeling he's genuinely a nice guy.
Yeah, and he's passionate. You know? And
Well, that's the one.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, that makes it more intriguing when you're passionate about something.
Yeah.
And you could see it comes through the way he talks about stuff. And he seems like a really nice guy too.
Yeah, Jordan is very much concerned with preserving history, right? And you know, he has a lot of fun with it and he enjoys what he does, but he is really trying to preserve that history because as it gets longer and longer, we start to lose a lot of that stuff. And you know, there's always a lot of stigma around murderabilia because people think that, like, why would you want to own something from somebody that killed all these people, or, you know, somebody that did this or that? And the truth is that people have been doing it for hundreds and thousands of years,
Absolutely,
right? Since back in the time when Vlad the Impaler was out there, you know, doing things, people have been collecting little rocks and, you know, a shoe that so-and-so. And even if you want to go back further than that, look at the Catholic Church. And you look at the Catholic Church and all of the artifacts that they kept from all the saints, right? You go into any Catholic church and they have their different things, and they have all of these little pieces of, you know, St. Peter's cross that they found or whatever. And so people have been collecting artifacts from these important historical events for thousands of years. It's not anything new.
Sherry, can you imagine what they've got in the vault in the Vatican?
Oh my God. Yeah.
They have a lot more things, and they have things that they're not telling you. But not
for sure.
Like
I know it's totally. I know it's like meant to be like a legacy thing or a thing, but I do believe there was somebody like Van Helsing doing something for the cap. Oh yeah, I believe in that stuff, that kind of stuff.
I mean, you are from the land of fairies.
No, that's Ireland, Jeff.
Are you?
So they got plenty. They got plenty over there too.
Yeah,
that's not Scotland.
A lot of fairies here too. I mean, we have plans. We can make a fairy garden and have all the fairies come.
Okay, yeah. What do you guys got in Scotland?
What are they called?
What, like?
Come on, the little guys, the little people. What are they called? Lilliputians? No,
that's Ireland as well, Sherry. You're thinking about leprechaun.
Yeah, leprechauns are Irish.
That's it, leprechaun.
But you guys got stuff in Scotland too.
Yeah, we've got.
I'd be digging, Mary. I'd be digging. Dig outside your house, for God's sake.
What's the sheep? Bah.
Those sheep got me sick when I was in Scotland last time.
We're never going to hear the end of that one, are we?
And I'll tell you this too. I brought back some wool.
Did you really?
Yeah.
From the countryside, like that was hanging in a bush, after that
Oh.
sheep shit right in my mouth, I think. And I got
Oh,
whatever
God.
nasty
Oh.
shit from the sheep.
Oh,
But I did bring back some wool.
yeah.
And
Well,
my
in
cats
Scotland, in
my cats
Scotland,
get into it all the time.
The cats.
like,
How are the babies?
They're good.
Oh,
One of them
I
is
love
trying
it.
to escape my room right now.
oh,
Why?
you got kittens.
No,
Do what?
how many? You have kittens
You
too?
got
No. I
kittens.
got 4 cats. 4.
All
That's
right.
it?
That's
I
it.
have 3.
Oh no, I had to spend money
Okay.
because my female cat, she's got hyperthyroid.
Oh no. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta let this cat out.
Yeah.
Oh, my cat's being good. Nova, you want to come here and sit with Mama?
All right. Winnie, you got to go, baby.
But she got one of them removed, and now she's got it in the other one, so she only has one.
Oh.
And literally, Sherry, she eats anything on sight.
Oh, she does?
Oh God, anything.
Oh.
Stuff like years before, I know she would just snap and walk away. Now she will literally eat anything. So
What is that?
oh yeah, that's a
is
good
that?
one.
What is it?
Talister, that's our single malt.
That is, I brought that back from the Isle of Skye too.
Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. But
Yeah, so
I'm
let me let you guys all know on here, for those of you that are watching and will watch this later, if you decide to send me any gifts, right? I love Scotch, and Talister is my favorite. Just saying. I've got some Talister Storm upstairs right now. But this is my from the sheep.
Oh,
Yes, I do my best. It's
well, yeah. Let me know when your birthday is and send me your address because we have a store in Edinburgh, and it's the Johnny Walker store.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And the best one that I'm not really a lover of whiskey, but the Blue Label is excellent. I'll send you a little bottle.
Oh my goodness! I'll try a little bit of blue. I've had black, I've had red, but I've not had blue.
Well, blue. I'm not a whiskey lover per se, but I've tried the blue and it's nice.
Is that the same thing as bourbon?
No,
it's different. Yeah, it's different.
Like the only thing I like that is the Jack Daniels, the honey one. Oh, yummy.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, we're getting way off track now.
As always.
And everything.
As always. When will we ever?
Yeah.
When have we ever on track?
Not very often, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, what did you guys think about? Like he was talking about some of the different artifacts that he had. Like we talked about the Gacy paintings and some of that. But he also discussed a bunch of different things. What did you guys think about some of that?
I'm sure I heard him saying that he had some Sam Little stuff as well.
He mentioned that he did.
Yeah,
he
sold it. He sold it. Yeah. Well, go Sherry.
No, did he say he had a like he started out very little and now how many rooms does he have filled? Didn't he say he had like a room filled with all the stuff like the
yeah, he's got a bunch of stuff, and like he continues to, like, often what'll happen is guys will get to a place where maybe they've collected a bunch of stuff,
right,
and they run into some hard times or whatever, and they're looking at like liquidating their collections, or they're just getting to a place where, like, you know, in their 30s it was super cool to have all this stuff, but now they got a family,
Right.
and they're just not interested in keeping it. And sometimes it's just the fact that people have, they realize that there's now a good markup on that stuff and they can get a better price for it. So they're like, hey, maybe now's the time to sell it. And so Jordan will go in there and snatch up a bunch of that stuff. And then sometimes he does consignment too. He'll sell things for other people so that, they can, and then he'll take a cut of it. And it just depends because there's a lot of it out on the market.
Oh, yeah.
And always people that are interested in buying.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm always looking at things and looking for, I'm always looking for things that I can't afford because some of it is not cheap.
A lot of it's not cheap.
But it is definitely some unique things. And actually right now, I'm really interested in like my sideshow collection and some of that. So I have a few cool pieces that.
So how close are you to getting like money off of YouTube then, Jeff?
Close. He's close.
We're real close.
Well,
we're like
I was thinking now because I subscribe to a few podcasts, but why don't you charge for a membership and get cool badges?
So you can't do that until you monetize.
Yeah, but that's the same when you monetize.
Oh yeah. We'll do that for sure. So what will happen is there's a couple different things that'll happen when we get to monetize. Obviously, there'll be commercials that'll happen because
I hope they're good.
That's how we make that revenue, right?
They're usually kidney crap shitty, but you can just go step.
Yeah. But it is one of the ways that you make ad revenue. The other way is the subscription model. There'll be a second subscription model where you can be a member. And there'll be certain benefits and perks for that. Oh, I'm glad you guys can hear me. I didn't even bring down the microphone.
Oh wow! What a difference!
Sorry.
Right?
Jeff, when have you ever needed a microphone as well?
Oh,
you're right about that. I don't. I often, even when I do my talks, I never use a microphone. But anyway, we'll have the premium tier, but then people will also be able to be on our lives and they'll be able to send stickers and stuff like that, and they'll be able to ask questions and we'll be able to put them up on the screen. All of that stuff will be able to happen. We'll probably at that point do more like live episodes with some guests and stuff as well, which will be really cool. But then I'll also be able to start creating the store. We'll have a store where we can sell T-shirts and mugs and all of that stuff. So I'm looking,
and calendars.
All kinds of stuff.
Oh, right.
Calendars, key rings.
Key ring. I'm going with the D.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that we can do once we get to that place. But
now this is a suggestion, Jeff. Now, because me and Sherry are part of the podcast,
I don't want any money.
No, we don't. No, we don't get money, Sherry. Jeff gets the money. We don't want the money. We don't want the money.
No, we don't.
We need Jeff to give up his job. So he needs all the money.
Give it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got good insurance though. Is that what
So-
you have good health insurance?
Yeah. So me and Sherry should get honorary memberships.
Oh, for sure.
And then Jeff just gets the cash. See, works out.
Do you have good health insurance with them? Because then don't go. Right.
So the short answer to that is in the middle of the whole week of me doing all that stuff, one of the conversations that came up is that they were very interested in taking care of that.
Oh,
good.
Wow, really?
So,
good.
Yeah. So
Dave,
there is,
so
it was good. It was very, very good. So we'll see how that goes. There's still a lot of development that needs to happen there
Oh,
before
that would be epic. Yay.
any movement happens. But that was the discussion. So
Jeff,
it was a
you'd be
good discussion.
surprised. I'm telling you, you will. I guarantee you, before the year's out, that you've got your job.
And then you know what, Mary? We can annoy him any time of the day.
Yes.
He's available.
They're
Yeah.
available.
Day and night.
Yeah.
They can
So, okay.
literally stalk him, Sherry. Stalk him.
Oh my goodness.
You can get dirt.
There's
we can get the dirt
There's a
on him.
block. We're block.
Is it? Where? Oh no. Never.
So
That's all right.
so yeah.
We'll be able to find him on Google Maps, and then.
That's true, right?
So one of the things that I thought was super cool that Jordan had is he had that stuff from Richard. Was it Speck that he had from
Yeah.
right behind
Yeah.
him? Yeah, he had
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff, like some original photographs and everything.
That's
That
so
was super
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
You know, that he would get some of that stuff, and that's a case that's not as widely known, even though it was really, really famous during its day.
Right.
It's not one that we talk about a whole bunch now, which is interesting to me. But there's one of the things that me and Troy Taylor talked about, and you guys will see when the episode comes up, is that it's interesting that there are all these cases like Bundy, Gacy, Dahmer, that always get brought up. And we know a lot about those cases, but there are hundreds, thousands of cases that we never talk about. And some of those cases, like their body counts are higher than Dahmer or Bundy.
I was going to say that.
But like, why have they not gotten the attention of the public like those cases have?
Yeah.
And so it's really interesting to understand why that happens, why it doesn't happen. Like one of the things that you'll hear in the Vronsky episode, we talk about Richard Cottingham a bunch. Well,
Right.
most people have no idea who the hell Cottingham is,
Right.
but Cottingham may have killed up to 100 people. And he was like, you know, he was kidnapping these women. He was, you know, raping them, cutting off their heads, cutting off their arms, leaving torsos out, lighting them on fire. Like, it's a crazy story, but it's never been like sensationalized in the media. But there's still, he's only been like, when he was first convicted, he was convicted of 6 murders, and now they've figured out and linked him to 19.
Wow.
And they're constantly looking at more because there is a good possibility they killed many, many more than that. So it's like, but nobody
Probably.
talks about old Cottingham.
Probably the same for good old Rex as well. I think his count's
Oh
higher.
man.
Yeah.
You think he
I
killed?
can't. Oh yeah, I think he killed more than what. I
You
wouldn't
think-
be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there were more charges brought against him. But I don't know why they're keeping silent. No, because I'm
don't know
just
either.
keep looking to see if I can
Maybe
see
they-
anything. And
maybe
there's
they-
zilch.
Maybe
Yeah,
they're
I'm-
researching.
I'm getting ready to do an episode here on the podcast about the Long Island serial killer and Rex Fuhrman. So that is probably going to be the next like standalone episode that I do.
That's
It may
interesting.
actually come out next week. I haven't filmed it yet, but I have been working on some of the details and doing some of the research. I need a few more articles to read through of the early case, and then I'll probably release an episode and talk about it because I think that once it goes to trial, because that's coming close, it's going to blow up. And so there's going to be a lot. We'll get a lot of information.
Davey snippets I sent you, because I didn't even know that he had a storage locker in Amityville. And I thought,
I didn't know that. He did?
Yeah.
Well, I sent a few things to Jeff, so I didn't know that. And I thought,
Do you know
wow.
where it is? In Amityville,
And-
you said?
Yeah, a storage locker he's got in Amityville.
I'll have to go
So
look.
I
bet you
wonder
Sunrise
what's-
Road or Sunrise
I
Highway.
wonder what's in that. And in his
but-
basement, Sherry, they found 200 to 300 guns. And a picture, he had a picture, a portrait of a woman decapitated. Now, why the hell would you care that?
And his family never thought anything of it.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
see, the same thing for Cottingham. Cottingham had a family and,
Yeah.
and children, and they didn't know. You
Yeah.
know, it's interesting that there are many of these guys that did this stuff, and their family members had no idea. I was just, oh my goodness, I meant to message this person. I got to find her post. But actually, I'm going to look it up now because it'll be important, and you'll know this. What the hell was that? I don't know what that
Sherry,
just was.
It's not me.
Did
I'm
you-
not doing anything.
did you hear that? Did you
I'm
hear
not
that
doing-
Wade Wilson got beat up?
No,
Yeah,
he did.
I saw that.
For what?
And
Being an idiot.
apparently he's pleading to the guard to save him.
Oh, I have to see
And
that.
and on Sunday, now this was a strange one. I don't know if you've seen it on TMZ, Jeff, but Scott Peterson got beat up as well.
Yeah,
I saw
That's the
that.
one I saw. Yeah.
And I thought, wow. So it was on a live chat in Court TV. I just went, justice for Lacey and Connor.
And then Menendez, they're not going to give them new trials. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I saw that just came out too.
But that I'm so glad I don't live in LA because I think I would actually kill that DA. I thought he was a bit of a drone, like.
Well, they knew that was
He's
going to
on
happen. though.
on. Well, I watched his press conference, and I actually fell asleep. I never even seen the end of it, Sherry. He was going
Really?
on and on and on and on. I thought, get to the point, pal.
Yeah.
Honestly, I fell asleep at 45 minutes, and I still didn't ken his outcome. I had to wait until the next second day when I woke up. And I thought, come on.
Find out
Bye.
where. Oh wait! Find out where the storage unit is in Amityville, and I'll go there. We'll do like a little press.
Well, I don't know if they only got one sort of storage place in Amityville.
No, they don't.
I don't know.
It's on Sunrise Highway, Merrick Road. I'm trying to think of where it would be. I'm gonna look though.
Oh, wait now. Go into our chat because I don't know. I think if I remember rightly, it mentions the name
Oh, it
where
does?
it
Okay.
is. Because I
Alright.
taken screenshots and sent them,
Alright.
put them in the chat.
All right, I'll look. I don't know if I should go there, but I'm gonna go there. Why not? Why the hell not? You live once. Maybe I'll get some dirt from there too.
Yes, I was just going to
That
say
would
that.
be-
Today.
That would
I
be
was
great.
just going to say that. I was just going to say that.
Man, I don't know where this
Who are you looking
this post went. I saw a post earlier today, and this girl's great grandfather or what was a serial killer, and I was going
Ooh.
to see if I could get her on the podcast.
for? Oh, that would be
uh,
epic. Oh my
yeah,
god.
But I can't find it now. I'm gonna have to do some research later. Man,
You
I don't
know-
know how I missed that.
You know who you should get on? You should get Cryptex on.
Who?
Oh yeah,
And get your wife, because you know she's like cool with her edits and what have you. Get her to do what Kit's done to you.
Wait,
so
you-
we'll I'm definitely gonna have him on. We've been talking about it. I need
Yeah.
to hit him back up. I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks because I've been so busy. But one of the
'cause
other
you know-
things.
You know when your wife done the thing before, and that was cool. I knew it was her. I knew it wasn't you. I knew it was your wife that done it.
I don't know. I'm not sure
Yeah,
what you're
the-
referring to.
what?
The one on TikTok, Jeff. You know it was your wife that done the edit
I
at
don't
the
know. I
end.
don't-
The bit at the end.
No, that was I don't know. I'll
At
have to
the
go
end?
back and look and see what it is.
Yeah, yeah. it
Yeah,
was
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mary knows.
So
Uh-huh.
anyway, I I was gonna try to get this person on. I'm gonna have to find where that message went off to. But anyway, I met a girl at the last show in Kansas City. She came up, and she was the great niece of Tilly Killimek. Anyway, she was around the turn of the century. She was a serial killer,
Oh, wow.
female in Chicago, and she was claiming to be a seer, and so she was like predicting that people would die, and then she would poison them and kill them. So her predictions were always right, but it's because she was killing them. So,
that's so funny.
So anyway, she came up, and she was there, and she told me, well, she was describing the story to me, and then I realized that I put her great aunt in Killers the Card Game.
Oh,
So I showed it
funny.
to her, and she was like, "Yeah, that's her."
Oh, is that?
It was really funny. It was really funny. So yeah, I have gotten the opportunity to meet all kinds of people and have all kinds of conversations. So it's been, you just never know. And like even with Jordan, like meeting him, I didn't
Right,
know.
how you met him.
Like,
that was crazy.
yeah, we met like at random. I was literally at Halloween Horror Nights because I was doing a convention in Orlando, and it was the convention was probably one of the worst I've ever done. It was really bad, but he happened to be at Halloween Horror Nights too, and we were standing in the line for one of the haunted houses, and thousands of people at Halloween Horror Nights, and me and him meet standing in line, getting ready to go into a haunted house. And so it was just like kind of random that happened. And I was there by myself, just like hanging out after the show to go to Halloween Horror Nights. For those of you that don't know this about me, when Halloween season comes around, I love haunted houses. And so I go typically to at least 2 a weekend. And so I get around. If I'm at a show and I am anywhere near a haunted house, I'm going. So if you guys are coming out to shows and you see me and it's September, October, let me know. We'll get together. We'll go to a haunted house because I'm in 100%. I love going.
I love them. I love them.
For sure. I like to go out there. And for me, it's not really like I don't get scared, but I like going out there and I love seeing all the creativity. I love seeing like the attempts to scare people. And I love going. I love watching girls like freak out. I think that is the best.
See, I generally in Halloween, I just go through like my horror section. I watch a bit of Friday the 13th, and then my go-to one is Basket Case because I love it.
Oh yeah, that's a great classic.
Love Basket Case.
I never saw that.
Oh god,
I met the director.
I think it's cool. And basically, Sherry, there was twins. There were twins, and one was normal, and the other one was attached to its side. So they got separated, and the other twin was evil that lived in the basket, and basically he had to bring people or whatever to his brother, and his brother would literally eat them. Always remember that shot where I could see a cobra next to the brother. Yeah, I like the film, and the first Evil Dead. Because the second one's garbage, but the first one is good. The first one's good. I don't
remember Evil Dead.
All right, first one was good, but the second one was garbage.
So
you're the expert, right?
Huh?
Mary's the expert.
I like my shit.
So okay. So you mentioned a whole bunch of things, and I'm trying to think. There was something that I wanted to talk about, and I was looking for that post. But there was something I wanted to talk about in there. Have any of you gotten a chance to listen to the Reese Davis interviews regarding Delphi?
Some of them I have.
No,
So
they
I've
irritate
listened.
me. They upset me.
Okay.
Well, do you
The-
know why? You know why?
the-
Because
the-
I don't
the
think he's
state-
guilty.
The state still pissed me off. Like
Yeah.
So
I still think he's innocent.
I
do
have
too.
listened to both the Reese Davis interviews,
Mhm.
and I have to agree with Cryptics that I think every time I hear him talk about it, I feel like he's more and more credible. The things that he's saying, and there is, just like everything else in the Delphi case, there's a lot of back and forth, and there's people on one side that believe Richard Allen is guilty without a shadow of a doubt, and they won't look
Nope.
at any
Nope.
other evidence.
Nope.
And
Nope.
then there's another group of
Nope.
people that completely disagree with that. So
Yes.
I think
Me.
that
Me.
whether you're like popping up like a leprechaun, Sherry. I don't know what's
That's
going
Yes.
on.
Are you doing it?
channeling?
Are you doing?
Chan-
Are you doing? Are you doing? You're doing? You're on your own machine. Could you keep
I'm
going?
channeling my inner Irish. So no, and I don't think he's guilty.
So Reese Davis, for those of you out there that don't know this or haven't been paying attention, Reese Davis was in prison, and he happened to be in prison in 2017 with Ron Logan. During that time, Ron Logan confessed to him that he did the murders, and he was part of the
Yeah.
murdering the two girls. Now, with that being
That's what that was
said,
called.
Ron Logan, the girls were found on Ron Logan's property. And so Ron Logan was investigated early on as being a participant, and they ruled him out for whatever reason. So,
If you remember, Jeff, quite a lot of them were apparently investigated, in brackets, investigated.
yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So, Ron Logan was in jail for an unrelated crime. He happened to meet Reese Davis. He talks to Reese Davis, gives him a bunch of details, like this in 2017. One of the details that Ron Logan shared is that he used a box cutter to kill the girls. And so, like, of course, we find out during the trial that that's one of the big reveals, right? That the forensics guy says that it was probably a box cutter that was used. So this is all happening in 2017.
No.
So he turns that in and is interviewed by the police in 2017. Reese Davis tells them all that. All of that is now missing, gone.
Right.
Just like
What a
all the other
surprise.
interviews.
Right.
What a surprise.
Yeah, so now we don't have any real record of that. So you fast forward that, and while the trial is going on, Keegan Kline ends up at the same prison as Reese Davis. He finds out that Reese Davis talked to Ron Logan. So Keegan Kline goes to Reese Davis and says, hey, I know you were in prison with Ron Logan. Did he ever mention me? And so that starts a whole conversation between Reese Davis and Keegan Kline about the murders. And Keegan Kline ends up confessing to him that it was him, it was Ron Logan, and it was a third person. He has yet to mention who the third person is, but he said that it was not
Richard Allen.
Right. So
I think it was Brad.
I don't know. He said he's never mentioned a Brad to him. So it may have been Keegan Kline's dad. That's who most people think it could be.
Yeah. Well, see, the way I look about Reese Davidson, what has the guy got to lose? None.
That's true. He's
So
putting
why
himself
would
in a really
so why
dangerous situation.
so why
They
would he
won't.
come out with why would he come out with a load of shit if it was just basically bullshit?
Yeah.
What's he getting
Well,
out
see,
of that?
but see, here's the
None.
thing. Here's the thing with all of that, and this is where I have to
Mhm.
be on it.
Yeah.
Is that we don't know. You know, he may have been told all kinds of things. He may be accurate in his reporting of those things, because he said he sent several letters to the prosecution and they did nothing with it, and now they can only produce 2 of them. But
Surprise.
it doesn't mean, even if he's correct in what he said, it doesn't mean that Ron Logan and Keegan Kline aren't lying their asses off either.
Yeah.
Right? So the what he heard and the confessions that were made may not be true anyway. We don't know. But the way that the murders were done, or the way that Reese Davis says that he was told about the murders, completely negates the timeline that came up at trial. What the prosecution put forward is nowhere near the truth. And what's interesting is that's exactly what they said. That's
Was
what
it
the
Clinton?
defense said, is that the whole thing is completely different. So where'd you guys go?
I'm here, Jeff. I've got to like text another stupid person because they tried to phone me. I'll be
Oh.
back.
I'm here. I just had to take a
Oh.
sip of my seltzer.
Oh, I do
I'm
that
never
on
leaving.
camera all
Well,
the
I don't
time.
want to do that. Yeah, I know. I eat on camera, so I'm waiting for somebody, and I never read what people write because it would probably be like, oh my god, what is she doing? Why is she eating that? So disgusting. Oh my god, people don't eat. They mysteriously, I can't wait to see
Yeah.
those things. All right, forget it. Just ignore me.
So I'll be interested to see what comes of all the Reese Davis stuff. He's doing more and more interviews now, so we'll see how it goes and what comes from all of that. I'm trying to think. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but I'll let you guys know this. Dennis Rader turned 80 on the 9th, a couple days ago. And I talked to him 2 days previous to that. He sent me a message. And so we had a conversation, and he told me that he was, turning 80 on the 9th. And I did wish him a happy birthday. I haven't heard back from him yet, but yeah.
You should have him on. I know you can. You can.
I don't know. I don't know how that would work. But I
don't
mean,
think
there
so.
are plenty of people that do. They
Really?
have people on the phone, on podcasts and stuff. That'd be interesting. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know how I would do that.
That would be good.
Uh-oh, Mary is back on another line here. All right, let me remove
What
this. I don't know
Mary?
what happened to her. What's up? What happened?
Oh, some dumbass phoned me, so I had to politely tell them, you know the score. Don't fucking phone me.
Don't mess with Mary.
There you go. Mary, did you hear what I said though?
Some of it, Jeff, not all of it.
Oh, I
Can
just
you
said
repeat?
that Dennis Rader's birthday was was on the 9th. And
All right.
so I talked to him a little bit and wished him a happy
All
birthday.
right.
That's cool.
I take it. I take it Ashley seen him as well then.
I have a
what?
question of
Ashley seen him as well.
no.
Oh, I'm
Ashley?
sure she talked to him for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
What's going on with this podcast-a-thon or whatever? We're not talking live. That's
Yeah,
why we're not
yeah.
we really
and
want
we-
to know.
Can we join in? Because we'll do
Yeah,
it.
can we be live?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, the podcast-a-thon is next week.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Decline
could do some kind of live thing. I don't know. I'd
Yeah.
not thought about it, but
you
we
know,
could do something.
did you notice that, Sherry? There was slight hesitation in Jeff. I've seen the
I
eyes.
know, we've done that before. We've
Done
that
what before?
gone live. Remember we did that thing? You have to tell
Oh,
people
yeah.
that don't know what we're talking about, what we did. It was for,
Yeah.
remember that? That was funny. We never got a
Yes.
gift or whatever.
that trivia debacle that we did. Yeah, that was
It wasn't
Uh,
your
at-
fault.
as I was walking through Alcatraz East. I'm trying to play trivia on this thing, and my phone keeps cutting out. Oh
Yeah.
man,
What was
Oh
it? The
my
Good
God.
Wife The Good Wife Network.
yeah.
Oh my God. And weren't we supposed to get a gift, or Jeff was
Yeah,
supposed to get a gift? What
we
was
were
it?
actually third place and we never even got nothing.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened with all that. All right,
that was
well,
fun.
At
You
least,
guys got
at least I was there to top up the questions.
Who
The-
else
the
was
music-
there? There was
That's true.
somebody
The
else
music
with us.
now.
It was who else? It was
Oh, what's her name
God,
was there?
I think it was
Cindy?
Cindy, wasn't it?
but there was somebody else. We had another person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there
remember.
was. Oh,
I don't remember. That was a long time ago, right?
It was. That
Yeah.
was like
because
3 years ago or something.
Jeff was walking about. I think he was getting like dinner or some shit like that.
Yeah.
No,
Remember?
I was at Alcatraz East.
Yeah.
I was walking around the museum.
And that guy was really uptight. Whoever was doing it. No, I mean he was very nice. Don't get me wrong. Right? Wasn't he a little uptight?
He was
Yeah.
for sure.
Well,
And I just
it
kept
doesn't-
thinking the whole time
doesn't-
that I was on there, I'm like, why didn't they ask me to do the trivia? I
I
run a
don't know.
trivia show every week, and it would have been 10 times better than what they did.
Oh my
well,
God.
he had not a clue how to
No.
do it. That's
So
me being
funny.
polite. I'm being polite when I said that. He had not a
Yeah,
clue.
it was a very strange way to run trivia. I've
Yeah.
never done anything like that before or
No.
since. So
I
you
mean,
know, it's very
basically,
strange.
trivia is you ask the question, you wait on the answer.
I don't think he did that,
It's
right?
simple.
Oh
No,
my God.
no.
Oh, it's so
It
funny.
was like a delay,
right.
and then you tried to go into your conference, and then if you went out,
Right.
you had a go,
You
you
couldn't
had
go
a go
back
try
in.
to get back in.
You couldn't get back in.
Yeah, it was
know,
it
Jeff,
was a
you can-
strange one for sure.
Mm.
You know, forget about writing a sideshow book. We are the sideshow, aren't we?
Yeah, come on.
That's for sure. Well, I've got to do some stuff for the sideshow game. So before we get off of here, I will do a little bit more promotion for the podcast-a-thon. That is going to be happening the week of the 17th, I guess, the 17th through the 25th or whatever it is.
I'll tell
But
you
that
what,
week,
that's a good idea. We could talk a wee bit about serial killers and actually do a live show, a true crime trivia.
Yeah.
we could do a live true
Yeah.
crime trivia. That would be
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
cool. I'd be into that.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently next week we're gonna end up doing that. I got to figure out timing, and that's the
Yeah.
biggest thing for me. I just got to figure out
And-
timing for that.
and just write down a few lines, Jeff. I must write down questions. I must write down questions.
That's not a problem. It'll be old questions that we've done before, but you guys, Sherry will have to refrain from saying, "Jeff, we did this question before." Yeah,
I
4 years ago.
I won't say that.
and then
That's
I'll
all right.
say, to
None,
I'll
none of
say-
you
and
remember
then-
the answers anyway.
And then I'll say, Sherry, we've already talked about it. Have we? I can't remember.
I know I'm bad.
So,
Hey,
uh,
hey.
Or it might be A, or I think it's A, but it might be B.
So yeah, next week will be the podcast-a-thon episode, and potentially some true crime trivia next week too. So we'll
Yeah.
see how that goes. But yeah, that will come out on Tuesday at 3:00,
Yeah.
just like normal.
I'll polish up my crown.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So But yeah, so put that out there. We'll have to hit up some people from from our original clubhouse, and we'll hit them up and be like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe you come on and check it out, and we'll do the whole thing.
That's
But,
a
Just
good
do
idea.
it. If you've got the time, Jeff, do a wee short, and I can plug it on X.
Do
Oh.
what?
A wee short, next week's episode. But you know how you've got the wee snippet you done with. Just do something like that about the episode next week, and I can plug it on X.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
do
Yeah.
snippets, and then she could put it
Yeah.
on X, Twitter.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah,
Cool.
because
Okay.
she's popular.
Say, I'm thinking, like, if you monetize, you could do like pencil cases, rucksacks,
Yeah.
stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Do what?
Rucksacks.
What
Rucksacks.
the hell is that?
What's a rucksack?
Yeah, put it over. What do you call a rucksack?
Like a backpack? A rucksack?
Yeah, we
Oh.
call it rucksack.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do stuff. You could do rucksacks. Yeah, there's
Hats.
a million and
Hats.
one things that you could do.
Going
But
with the A,
calendars,
the E.
a
Oh,
different series,
I'm like,
a different.
What the
A
hell are we
different
talking
series.
about right now? I don't
I
know
don't
what's
know, we
happening.
segued
You,
into
you
that.
know,
How did we
Jess, that
segue into this?
we are your creative team. We give you the
I
idea.
heard something about stinky socks, and I'm like, what the hell does that have to do?
No, that was Sherry. I didn't mention these stinky socks. Like,
I mentioned
no.
T socks.
But the calendars,
yet.
you could have a different serial killer every month of the year. You could do that, but that could go on.
What you need to do though, if you're gonna do that, you have to do the naked serial killer calendar, right?
Oh my god, what is that?
But some of them
Oh,
you wouldn't
are they-
want to see naked. You just by looking at
Oh.
them, it's like, oh no, put that away, pal. Oh,
You know, you can
No.
Photoshop it on some like really good looking.
Exactly. That's what I was
Mhm.
talking about. That would be funny.
Oh man. Anyway, God, y'all give me bad ideas. We need to get the hell out of here because
I didn't
You're
say
gonna-
anything about that. I told you to do a T-shirt. I'd rather go with the D. That's a
well,
good
well,
t-shirt. Kind
oh
of
my
looks
god.
like-
All right. All
Jeff
right.
could make
Anyway,
fun. Jeff could wear his nun costume again. Remember the nun thing?
I don't
yeah,
have
that was
that
a-
anymore. That was someone else's, but I would
Oh,
wear it. if
that
I
was
had it.
funny.
Wait,
That was
it bloody
funny.
too?
It was really funny. All right, so we
Bloody.
got anything else other than
Nope.
this madness that's devolving? All right, guys. Well, thank you all
Devolving.
for
Oh my
coming.
god, this is a world record. We're under
Gee,
and now and
3 hours.
another 18 minutes, Jeff. Oh my god,
That's
you're
it.
getting quick. You're getting quick.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. All right, so I
Jeff
will
said-
talk to you guys
Jeff
offline.
said, I've got a headache for these two women. Please release me now.
He said
Absolutely not.
we're devolving. Devolving. That's all I can
We're just-
hear.
Yes.
Devolving.
That is what is currently happening.
Jeff thinks he's on. Jeff said himself, I'm sitting here. I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone with these two women. Get me out of
I'm
here.
not saying, I'm saying nothing. I'm
All right,
devolving.
guys.
Devolving.
Thank you all for joining
You
us
can
for.
Come
I
on,
don't
Sharon.
I don't know what the hell this was tonight.
Sharon,
but-
you can just tell by Jess. You can just tell by Jess' facial expression what he's actually.
He's devolving. I like that
I'm-
hashtag.
I'm
Okay,
turning into
I'm
a
gonna go
newt.
play. I'm going to play
Jack.
Pokemon.
All right, see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Woosah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Jess.
Where the world is my cursor at? There we go. Good night.